Hello world, Shelly here, and today I've got for you a foundation follow-up. We have not done one of these in a minute, and these are videos where I go through foundations that I have already reviewed but have worked with some more and may have updated thoughts on. I hope you don't mind all of the noise from the rain. It is pouring out, but my windows are open because it's also very warm outside all of a sudden, and I'm not ready to turn the air conditioning on. So I apologize in advance if you can hear the pitter pitter patter of the rain. You'll hear pitter pitter patter of cats as well because the door's open. So all kinds of craziness going on today. Let's just get the negative ones out of the way because I need joy in my life. We're gonna start with one that I had really high hopes for. The VDL. I've got the primer, the Lumelayer primer, and the Perfect Lasting Foundation. When I reviewed this, I used the primer as a regular primer and applied the foundation over it. They also recommended that you could make a mix of these two, like a 1 part primer to 2 parts foundation, and use it that way. I had used it traditionally and it didn't work very well for me. So the next time I wore it, I tried it with no primer just to make sure that it wasn't this primer causing the issues. Ziva's climbing the screen now. This is just going to be a day. So wearing it without primer didn't help. Didn't really change anything. So the next time I wore it, I mixed this together before I applied it to my face. So I mixed 1 part primer, 2 parts foundation, mixed them on my little palette, and then applied it. Yeah, it didn't really change anything. And so then I was trying this primer with other foundations. Works really nicely if you like a dewy finish, which is kind of the whole point of this primer. So I don't think the primer is the problem. I think the primer is actually something I recommend, but the foundation, pretty much not so much. I could not get it to work on me pretty much whatever I did with it. But I do really like this primer. I've tried it with probably 5 or 6 foundations, different foundations at this point, and it works really well. It's very nice. I definitely like it for mixing with a more matte foundation to make it just a little bit more dewy. One foundation, oh, I didn't grab it. It's up on my thing back there. The CoverGirl Matte Made, which you know is one of my, probably is my favorite drugstore foundation. It's a fantastic drugstore foundation. It wears like a satin on me, and when I mix it with this, it even gets more dewy and still wears just as long as the Matte Made normally wears. So that's a nice combo that I've been enjoying. So yeah, go with the primer, not the foundation. The other one that I just could not get working, even though I tried a lot of different ways, I actually filmed, I think it was a Makeup and Chill, wearing this again, the RMS Beauty Uncover Up Cream Foundation. I have come to the conclusion that I was probably a little bit generous in my grading on this one. It had originally earned a B, and I don't like it. I just don't like it. Yeah. So, sorry, Armis, that's just not my cup of tea. Let's go with the good news, because happy. I'm happy to report that of the foundations I've really enjoyed lately, I still really enjoy them. There have been some hits, and they're still singing. I don't know where that analogy's going. Let's talk about an oldie that only ranked somewhere around a B when I reviewed it last year. Costs an arm and a leg, and maybe like a spleen. It's the La Mer Soft Fluid, and it really just didn't knock my socks off when I first tried it. So I gave it some time, and I've tried it several times since because this thing costs a fortune, and you know, it's been sitting on my shelf for like a year. I probably should use it before it goes bad. I actually pretty much like it. I think I was probably having a bad skin day and was a little rough on it. Granted, I prefer a foundation that I can wear good or bad skin day, but if my skin's behaving for the most part, this is actually really pretty. Is it worth the money? No, I would not say go out and buy it. It's not, no. but I've made it wearable and I am enjoying it for that purpose. Some of the more recent reviews. I'm going to leave my favorite for last. How about that? I'm going to leave my 2 favorites for last. Okay, you know I always have a ton of favorites. I've got over 200 foundations. You gotta have favorites. Oh. What should we talk about? I'm gonna do a giveaway to celebrate passing the 200 foundation mark on my channel as far as the number of reviews I've done. Just today I went and I put dates of reviews of every single foundation in my spreadsheet. It took hours, but that information is in there. I also found 5 or 6 reviews on my channel that somehow didn't get put into my spreadsheet. I have not updated them yet, but I will. I fixed a few typos in the spreadsheet. Thank you to several of you who had messaged me saying, you know, that's showing up as an A-, but the number is a 94. Shouldn't it be an A, or, you know, whatever number. I fixed those. I think I got them all. Yeah, so we're going to do a giveaway, and I will put the link down below. I'm going to give away 2 gift cards, so there will be 2 winners. I will do a $100 gift card to either Sephora or Ulta, and then a $50 gift card to Sephora or Ulta, open internationally unless it's prohibited where you live. I will have all the rules linked down below, but if you are in a place where Sephora and Ulta do not ship to, then I will work with you to find an alternate place that I can get a digital gift card for you that I can email to you, and you could use it where you are. So that information is all down in the comments below. It'll be through Rafflecopter, and there'll be ways that you can get extra entries and all that good stuff. But let's talk about the good foundations, the ones that rocked my socks. Where should I start? Let's start with the one I'm wearing today. This is the NARS Tinted Glow Booster. It is limited edition. It's not a full foundation. It's really just kind of like a glowy base that works really well if you want to powder it, and you still get this nice, really dewy look, but it's not a super heavy foundation look. I really enjoy this. They still had the lightest 2 shades available on Ulta's website when I checked tonight, but it is limited edition, so it will end up going away. But I really like this for a super quick fingertip application, you know, really quick out the door, but you can still put a full face on if you really want to. It just cuts down your time drastically if you like a dewy look. That is a goodie, a goodie. Let's talk about another dewy one. Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. I have not gotten a chance yet to test this in humidity, but if this holds up in heat the way that its sibling, the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place, does, this will be my new favorite Estee Lauder. I really love how smoothing this is and how well it handles fine lines. Handles meaning makes them look invisible kind of a deal. I love that it has SPF 45. I really enjoy this. I actually love the tube packaging. For some reason, I feel like this is something that I would love taking traveling, even though traveling's not happening. Someday I will travel with you. But because you can do it as light coverage, you can do it as medium coverage, you can build it up, do a full face. I like that, and I think I'm really enjoying this. When I test it in humidity and heat, I will let you know, because this one's a contender for being way up there in my favorites. Another one that kind of surprised me that I'm very much enjoying. The Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation from Shiseido. This one just kind of came out of the blue, and I just like its smoothing, and it wears a very long time. I just get really good wear out of it. It looks nice. I don't want to say I'm surprised, because I've liked Shiseido products before, but this one, I like it. All right, the other one that's a little bit of a surprise, because I have not had good luck with their foundations in the past, but this one is looking great, and I'm so glad that I got it in a shade that I can wear for summertime. This is the Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation. Also enjoying the concealer. This one is just another one that it's really nice for the elements of skin that are, you know, the maturing skin problems. the fine lines. It does not settle. It doesn't crack along them. Smoothing texture, blurring pores. It just does a really nice job with a good amount of coverage. This isn't your light coverage, you know, dewy glow. This is like you're putting on a full face. But it's super comfortable and it looks super nice. So now I love their eyeshadows. Their formula is one of my favorites. So I like Lorac as a brand. The Sheer Perfection, I think, was the last foundation of theirs that I tried, and it did not work for me, like, at all. But this one's great. Absolutely enjoying it greatly. Here's the cheapest, least expensive surprise of the bunch from AOA. The A+ Buildable Satin Foundation, the Drops. This is pretty. Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it. It looks really nice. It's really inexpensive. And I saw Taylor Wynn had enjoyed it. I went ordered it myself. I really enjoy it. It works really well. And if you only want to spend a few bucks, there you go. I do have the other K-Beauty one that she recently reviewed. Speaking of Taylor Wynn, my foundation inspiration guru person. Yeah, I do have it. I bought it. I'm pointing there because it's like over there. Have not reviewed it yet, but I will soon. Let me know down below if you want to see that. All right, the two favorites lately of all of what I've been trying, the ones that just blew my mind. In the drugstore category, you should not be surprised. L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. This stuff is good. Now I'm just mad that they don't have a shade that matches me. This one's too dark. The lightest one is too light and too yellow. So I don't have a match. That's shade 10, too light, too yellow. I think it's, no, this is 10, and then 15 is too dark. That's what it is. This one's too light for me. That's the bummer. I don't have a shade match. And I can only hope that they're going to come out with some more shades, but it's beautiful, you guys. I also want to mention, I shouldn't grab it all because I'm going to make a mess here. I've got the blush. There's also a powder. It's right here. There's also lipsticks. I don't know where they are. They're here somewhere. This whole line impresses me. I like everything I've tried from this line so far. I tried the lipsticks. I've got this is the creamy powder foundation. I have it in shade 300. It is beautiful and smoothing, and I do not say that about a lot of powders. I have even worn this one time as a powder foundation, like just as foundation instead of just as setting perimeter. Beautiful, smoothing. The blush is beautiful. So I am really liking that line from L'Oreal. Yeah, but this foundation, I just wish I had a shade match. I mix things, but you know, I prefer to just run and gun one shade. Please come out with more shades of this. Please, L'Oreal, please. And my all-time favorite lately. You know I have a lot of favorites, so this does not negate any of my previous favorites, but Makeup Forever Reboot. I am probably going to buy myself a nice summer shade of this for if I'm self-tanning. This stuff's beautiful, and this is a great shade match for me for wintertime. This is R230, and like this is the one I usually put Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place in 1C1 Cool Bone in the shade finders whenever I'm looking for a match. Not that that's necessarily a perfect match for me, but it's one that is so common that all of the different tools that shade match to it will usually be accurate. So I use that as my baseline because I can wear that summer or winter and get away with it. It fits right in the middle of my coloring. So I usually use that, but I've started using this, and it's newer, so it's not in all of the shade matching finder tool things. But this is a really good match for me, and I really like the formula. I really like the powder that they came out with as well. I wear the same shade in the powder. Have I been ignoring Makeup Forever all these years, and they're wonderful? I don't know. I like this one. I like this one a whole lot. It's really pretty. It wears really well. you get, it's a full face kind of look, but I prefer that medium plus coverage most days. I like it. This one has just really blown my mind. So there you have it. Nothing exciting in terms of grade changes. There are very rarely grade changes. I might have been a little generous on the RMS, but we're gonna keep it the way it is because all of its notes are in the spreadsheet. You can see everything I thought and decide for yourself. But there you have it. That's all the foundation updates I have for you at the moment. If you enjoy foundation follow-ups, if you want me to keep doing them, give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments what foundations you would like me to review. I keep a running list. I buy them whenever I can. I still have a backlog of foundations to get through, so they will continue to be happening every Friday, if not more frequently. And as always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Come back every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time for new videos. I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Go check out the giveaway. Have a good one.